Hey guys, fuck shit, and welcome back to Pokemon Violet, and we're going to start in the middle of something. Last time we managed to go through the Elite Four, and we even beat Nemona afterwards, and we were kind of looking around a bit, but anyway, I was looking around, and I was about to do this water Terra battle, but I saw Tatsugiri here, and it was like, Titan! So I was like, oh, cool, okay, I'll just talk to it, because I guess it's not a Pokemon. I tried observing it, no, nothing showed up. But, well, it won't let me run. And it won't even let me Pokédoll out of here either. It just tells me this is not the time or place for this or something. You seem to hear the director's voice in your head. Master Hadid, this hardly seems a time or place. And it's like, dude, what the fuck then? Should I just throw a Pokeball at it and just be like, okay, you're mine? I'm just throwing a basic Pokeball at it because it's like, why are you here? I don't really need it, though, so I guess I'll just Flower Trick it. Oh, I should have played rough. Whatever. It's done. Go away. I guess that we can rematch the Titan Pokemon, is what it's telling me here. And that's why it wouldn't let me run away or something. Yeah, meanwhile, like, these show me their levels, but, you know, that one was not for some reason. And I just wanted to show that off in case that was meant to be something or whatever. But anyway, go away. Anyway, I'll go ahead and take care of this like I was planning to. I'm going after the water ones so I can gather enough to change Blaze's type, but if I can anyway. But I'll see you at the next interesting thing that I end up doing. Alright, we're going to start off with class because it's been a bit. And we're going to go with Hassel because I, beat him last time and I think he should learn, I guess. And I'm... If you think I remember the voice I gave him, maybe? I don't know. Anyway.
Hello, class. It is I, Hassel, yet again. I've been told that my previous lecture about terrestrial phenomenon was very well received. Thank you all for your kind words. In fact, Miss Dender specifically requested that I impart even more battle knowledge to my students. So I have decided that today we will take another look at how our Pokemon can terrestrialize.
Gibble.
And of course, here is Professor Gibble to help us. Now then, Professor Gibble, if you'll be so kind as to terrestrialize for us.
Glam. And now he's ice.
Now, what do we have here? Last class we saw grass-type terrestrializing, but this time we have something of a different shape. Observe, a Terra jewel resembling a snowflake. Its dendritic shape is stunning to behold. It's a little chilly standing so close to it. So, class, what Terra type do you imagine this jewel might represent?
Obviously, it's the ghost type. No, it's the ice.
Excellent, Hadid. Full marks for you. The reason there's a snowflake shining above Professor Gibble's head is simple. It is now in ice type. And because Professor Gibble is currently the ice type moves would not be very effective against it. Keep in mind that usually they would deal quadruple damage to Gibble. Now, here's some trivia about snowflakes. While the snowflakes come in many different shapes and sizes, most are classified as hexagons, or people that think they're really special. Just think of it. Snowflakes fall from the sky, taking similar shapes without anyone saying they must. Do you not feel the great mystery of nature? The beautiful enigma we live in? This is a bit of a tangent, but Mr. Jacques' glasses are also hexagonal, aren't they? I almost forgot to mention that you can change a Pokemon's Terra type at the Treasure Eatery located in Medali.
I should have learned this a little earlier, but that's my fault.
Though I must say the cook there is a little prickly. You'll need to get on her good side if you want her help. Now come prepared for next class because it is time for your midterm examination. Thank you for your today, Miss Professor Gibble.
Glam Gib. All right. Midterm time.
I do hope you're all ready because it is time for your midterm exam. Focus and do your best. And begin.
What is the name of the gemstone that glows over a Pokemon's head when it terrestrializes? I think it's a jewel. When the answer to question 1 is when the jewel is in the shape of flowers, what does it represent? It obviously represents the fire type. No, the grass type. What shape are most snowflakes classified as? Hexagon. What is the eatery that allows you to change a tera type? Medali, I think. What makes something beautiful? There is no correct answer. Time's up. Yeah, maybe it was Eye of Beholder, but really, I think there is no correct answer. What it makes things beautiful is whatever. Anyway, yeah.
I don't have students worry about passing or failing in my art class, but tests are tests after all. Anyway, good work, everyone. You can check your results at the front desk.
I'm not super confident on this one. I think I passed, but I don't know how well. I know I kind of tend to say that, but really, sometimes it feels like a bit of a trick, or sometimes I just go with my instinct immediately, so I don't know. 5 out of 5. Okay, I guess that last question there is no correct answer, or it was a freebie. All right, we'll go to the next class.
Hello, class. It is I, Hassel, yet again. I am pleased to say that everybody did very well in the midterm exams. As a reward for all your hard work, we have a special guest visiting us today. Now then, Brassy, please come in.
Greetings. Let's see. Oh, him. Right.
I don't remember my voice, so. I am Brassius. I am an artist, and I focus exclusively on grass-type Pokemon for my work. Brassius here mainly creates three-dimensional pieces, such as statues and the like. One of his major works in the installation titled Surrenderings is the installation entitled Surrendering Sunflower, found in Artisan. Many of you who've challenged the Artisan Gym are no doubt familiar with these sculptures. Yes, I do recognize some faces among your students. I hope you all understand how fortunate you are to be able to attend Hass's classes.
You were my first fight, dude. I barely remember you.
Old Hass is the man who saved me when I had lost all hope and given up on myself. But he never gave up on me. I do not exaggerate when I say that he is my mentor in life. It is precisely thanks to Hass that I was able to establish my current art style. Ah, my dear Brassy, I have nothing against reminiscing about old times, but today I hope you will guide this class in the only way you can. Of course.
Of course.
Let's see. Why don't we discuss what Hass mentioned? Surrendering Sunflower. Can anyone here tell what my mood was when I crafted its detached expression?
A sad mood, I guess? I would think, but I don't know.
No! Completely and utterly wrong! When I made that sculpture, I had surrendered all hope. I was prepared to give up everything. I had resolved to give up my life as an artist if the piece did not recognize proper recognition. Hence the name Surrendering Sunflora.
Ugh, these voices are very ugh.
That's exactly it, Hass. When I started out as an artist, I experienced many hardships. I even became deathly ill and fell into a slump that drove me to desperation. I began worrying only about what would sell. I was concerned with only fame and fortune. But all of my pieces during this time had no depth. They were all shallow trash. It was then that I met Hass. He helped me realize how petty I was being. I'll spare you the details.
I wish you already did.
But in the end, I was able to leave all that behind. And that is also when I crafted the Sunflora. Remarkable.
No, sorry. God, these voices are going to kill me. I'm sorry. Give me one moment.
Remarkable. Even I did not know the full story until now. This kind of thing is hard to tell anyone, especially when they are so close to you. Now, I don't doubt that you adolescents will often find your heads crowded with worries. My advice to you is simple. Be honest with yourself and do whatever your heart desires. So long as you don't cause trouble, that is. That is all from me.
It's actually not the worst advice. I'm just getting annoyed right now.
I must admit I am beginning to feel a bit embarrassed, so I bid you farewell, Hass. And farewell to your pupils as well.
That face. I want to punch him.
Oh, Brassy, I can't believe it. What a wonderful class.
Oh. Thank you so much. Yeah, his voice is going to completely change anytime he does that. Next class.
Hello, class, it is I, Hassel, yet again. First, let me apologize for losing my composure during our last class. I was so touched by Brassia's story that I simply could not contain my emotions. I'm sorry for making such a scene.
Some people don't seem to care. Also, there's two people to the right that are literally just doing the exact same motion and they look like robots or puppets on string. If you're going to do that, you should be spreading them out and not just have them do, like, nodding in unison like that.
I certainly got a very stern talking to from Miss Time after that class, yes. Anyway, let us shift gears and dive into the material for today's class. Have any of you heard of the 10 sites of Paldea? As the name would imply, there are 10 sites in Paldea that are considered particularly beautiful.
Oh, yeah, I visited some of them.
Among them, I would say that the
Grand Olive Orchard.
is likely the most accessible. You can see the field after field of olive trees from the hill on the way to Cotando. 2 waterfalls are also counted as among these 10 sites, Fury Falls and Casaroya Falls. Then there's the peak of La Sierra Mountain, known as Paldea's highest peak.
So far, we've been to all of them.
There's another cliff on Glaciado Mountain that means that there's rather unique shape. So let me ask you, my students, what is the name of the 3-pronged cliff on Glaciado Mountain? No need to grasp at straws.
I guess grasp. I'm guessing.
Exactly. It looks like a hand taking hold of something, doesn't it, Kadib?
Oh, that was the cave type of place. Yeah.
The 3-pronged cliff on Glaciado Mountain is in fact known as Glaciado's Grasp. Though its shape is far too stubby to be that of a human hand, I imagine someone thought it looked like a Pokemon hand grabbing something. There's also the mountains in Area 3 of the East Province, where you can get a good look at Levincia. It's particularly gorgeous at night. In fact, the view is so brilliant, it's known as the Million-Volt Skyline. I hear it's quite the hotspot for dates, and deservedly so for such a romantic view. I imagine it's, what do the kids these days say? A very, bleak selfie spot.
I hated that.
Of course, you may feel that not all 10 sites live up to their grandiose names. How often do we visit some tourist spot only to be disappointed? Not to say you shouldn't visit them, only that you should keep your hopes in check.
Well, everyone has their own tastes.
The important thing is to go yourself and see them with your own 2 eyes. And sometimes a disappointing experience can be worthwhile in its own way. Take a chance. Well, that's it for today, class. Thank you for your attention.
I had a disappointing moment last night when I had ordered a cheesesteak calzone and they put American cheese on it when they did not say it was going to put American cheese on it. And I'm sorry, American cheese is pretty disgusting in that. I also don't really like American cheese, but I can tolerate it in some doses. This is just not one of them. Anyway, that tangent aside. Next class. Final one.
Hello, class. It is I, Hassel, yet again.
Also, you can see in the background those 2 guys that are in unison all the time, nearly all the time here.
My, how time flies, as they say. Indeed, our time together has certainly flown by. It's hard to believe that this is our last class. Now, our topic for today may feel somewhat unrelated to art. But there is absolutely no set definition as to what art should be.
I was actually hoping they would be explaining every single one of the icons for terrestrializing, as that would have helped me in the past. It doesn't help me now, but I was kind of hoping that, but whatever.
Therefore, let us carry on the discussion and see where it takes us. There are 2 things I wish to focus on today, ribbons and marks. Both ribbons and marks are special honors that capture a Pokemon's quality. There will be times where your Pokemon gives maximum effort or has a noteworthy experience. In recognition of its feats and accomplishments, it can be given a ribbon. Think of an example. If you manage to become incredibly close to a Pokemon, it may be granted the Best Friends ribbons. Incidentally, there's a person in Cascarafa who can give your Pokemon a Best Friends ribbon. Marks, on the other hand, are mostly found on the wild Pokemon when you meet them for the first time. They can symbolize the character of a Pokemon, such as a Rowdy mark or the Vigor mark. What? It's completely up to luck what you run into with Pokemon with these marks. So if you're able to catch a Pokemon with a mark, rejoice at your outstanding fortune.
I'm going to look at my box and take a look if I can find one now.
Does anyone know what special thing you could do with Pokemon that have ribbons or marks?
You exchange ribbons, you can show them off, you can change their title. I'm going to guess title.
Wonderful, indeed. Your knowledge is impressive. The correct answer is Pokemon with ribbons or marks can be given titles. What's more, they can be sent into battle displaying a title of your choosing. For example, you could send out a Gibble with the best friends ribbon by declaring, "Go, Gibble the great friend." And while I know what I just said, while I know that I just said that marks are generally found on Pokemon when you meet them for the first time. I'm sorry. It seems that more recently, Pokemon can be awarded certain marks based on their efforts. These are marks such as the Gourmand mark, the Item Finder mark, the Partner mark, and so on.
Oh, so if I use them to find more items. Okay. I guess I should have been doing that more.
Perhaps it might be fun to try to work out how to get each mark using its name as a clue. Well, that just about wraps up our last class. Next is the final exam. Please review our materials so closely that you pass on your first try.
I'm going to take a moment to check the boxes and see if I have any caught any like that. It seems like we can assign the Paldea champion since everyone earned that one. Doesn't look like we earned any others, though, on here. But I'll also look for marks on people. The only other thing I confused it with at one point was that this says, like, in the lower, under held item, it shows, like, a G mark for go, where I found it. Everything else just seems to be, like a Tera symbol. I guess, assuming that's for Violet. Anyway, I may go ahead and mix around some things, so we'll see. Here we go. I have the absent-minded mark, a mark for a spacey Pokemon. Igglybuff the Spacey. I got that a long time ago, apparently. Huh. But I wanted to show that off at least. If I find others, I might show a couple off and then move on. Here we go, final exam time.
I do hope you're all ready because it is time for your final exam. Focus and do your best.
So,
and begin.
What is the name of the restaurant where you can change it? The Treasure Eatery. What is the name of Brazier's signature art installation that we discussed? Surrendering Sunflower. How many waterfalls are counted among the 10 sites? 2. Where do you find the million-volt skyline? Levincia, I think. The marks a Pokemon has are present when you first meet, and none can be added later. Shit. I want to say false because I think he said, like, generally you can only find it there, but you can sometimes get them later. No, it's false. All right. And, yeah, he's just going to say the usual things.
Thanks so much for learning about art with me. The time we shared has left a mark that I will treasure, I promise you. And it is my sincere wish that all of you go on to even greater, more prosperous futures. And that's that. Good work, everyone. You can receive your results from the front desk.
All right. Let's see what happens. Again, if I fail, I'll... Well, I don't think it matters much, but, I might retake it on my own time. I'm confident with 3. Oh, good. And we did it. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and chat with him a little bit, so meet you there. All right, we're in the art room here. I was just looking around a bit, and...
La baby.
Ooh, hold on. I think the mic's a little too close. There we go.
The baby comes in all kinds of different colors, but I like the red ones the best.
I kind of like the blue. It's probably my favorite. So to really be an art...
Nah, the scribbles are down. It's gotta be good.
It's almost like... But no. I feel a kind of softness from this statue. Almost as if it truly were alive. What a mystifying piece. And there's the puffs of Jiggly.
It's beautiful, so bold.
Anyway, it's time to talk to Hassel. Kind of wish I had him talk like that, but whatever.
Why, as if it isn't a deed. I have a question for you. Do you find my class difficult?
It's just right for me.
That is certainly good to hear. So, Hadid, you chose to take on the gym as part of your treasure hunt. That must mean you like Pokemon battles. Is that correct?
No.
Then you're attempting to overcome a weakness. I applaud your efforts indeed. Do forgive me for bringing such an odd question upon you so suddenly.
By the way, I'm just being facetious.
I often find myself pondering the nature of strength these days. Anyway, thank you for your input, Hadid. Even though you already beat me by now, it's kind of funny.
All right, slightly close to Mr. Hassel. Let's see where he's going to pop up next, or if we just do it again here.
What is the true meaning of strength, I wonder?
All right, well, let's go to the next after-class special. All right, we're in the field here.
Hello there, Hadid. I try to visit the schoolyard from time to time. It's good to see young ones with so much energy and vigor.
You think so?
Oh, yes, indeed. Just watching is enough to make even an old man like me feel more alive. Master Hassel, might I have a word?
I don't know who you are, so...
You, what are you doing here? I have told you many times not to bother me here at the academy. Yet I am bound to come. Our family's future is of paramount importance. It was good speaking with you, Hadid. Something important has come up, so I must excuse myself now.
I became closer by him running away.
Let us discuss this matter elsewhere. Come.
And he disappeared forever. Now, next he's over at the front entrance. Let's see what he's got up his sleeves.
Oh, why hello there, young Hadid. I'm sorry, I was lost in thought and didn't notice your approach. I feel I must again apologize for what transpired in the schoolyard.
It didn't bother me.
Ah, that is very magnanimous of you. That woman who showed up is a dragon tamer, and a relative of mine, I might add. You see, I come from a very long line of trainers who specialize in dragon-type Pokemon.
This would have been helpful when I first faced him, but that's okay.
There was a child in our family who was expected to stand at its head and lead it to greatness. But the young lad, rebellious little fellow that he was, ran away from home one day. He made quite the show of it too, swearing he'd make a living with music.
It's you.
A lot has happened since then, and now he's the art teacher and Elite Four member before you. After I so rudely took my leave during our last conversation, my dear relative encouraged me to give up teaching and return home at last. I have been told that the current leader of my family, that is to say, my father, is in poor health. Oh, but I do apologize. Perhaps I am not cut out for teaching after all. What sort of teacher grumbles on and on at his own student?
I don't want you to quit teaching. Yeah, I'm going to lean towards that. He seems to care. I appreciate that.
Ah, my dear Hadid, you have no idea how much your words mean to me. Very little. No. Thank you. Thank you so very much.
I am trusted now. Now we can take his credit card information. And we're back in the art room.
Why, hello there, Hadid. You always seem to appear at the most crucial of moments. It's as if there is cutscenes designed on when we interact.
Is something going on?
Well, you see...
Dun dun.
Master Hassel, I'm here to collect you. So I see. I'm glad that you finally made up your mind about taking your place as leader of the family. Well, it is indeed true that I have made up my mind. I've made up my mind to continue teaching here at the academy.
We don't even get to see the person's face.
How could you? Are you saying you don't care what happens to our proud lineage? I am saying that I have other priorities. Have a look around you at the art decorating this room, would you? The children here are letting their senses, their perceptiveness, grow freely. I do not wish to say that protecting our family's ancient bloodline is of no importance. I simply wish to see a young talent blossom and grow into the future. It just seems so much more fun to me, if I'm being honest. What utter nonsense. And yet, your fearlessness, unflinching commitment to that nonsensical vision proves that you're worthy of carrying the will of the dragons, Master Hassel. I will not give up. I will come as many times as I need to in order to change your mind. Oh, by all means, do. My door is open. I think you'll soon find you've met your match in stubbornness. You thought I could be cowed by some story spun up about my father's deteriorating health. I am not so easily fooled. Return another day. I only have half face. I am sorry you had to see all that. I was so very close to resigning my post as teacher and returning to my home. But the students here gave me courage to say no. Just say no, kids. That includes you, Hadid. Your words truly brought me strength. I cannot think of a way I could possibly repay my debt to you young ones. Take this, if you will, insufficient as it may be in expressing the breadth of my gratitude.
Dragon Terra Shards. Man, I need water.
Now then, let it be clear to all. I, Hassel, will continue on my chosen path as instructor to youths of our world.
And I formed a close bond with Hassel. Aww. But, alright. We finished up Hassel's stuff.
Hello there, Hadid. Please stay as long as you wish.
So, what are we going to do now? I'm going to decide I may take another class, but, well, you're going to see. It's in the bookmark, so let's go ahead and get started. Alright, I decided to finish up home ec now. So, we're talking with Mr. Gruff Home Ec Guy.
Put away your phones. It's time to begin a class. In my last class, I taught about HP restoration. However, after class, I was asked by several of you about power points, commonly known as PP. When a Pokemon loses all its HP, it faints and can no longer battle. What then happens to a Pokemon when it loses all of its PP?
It won't listen to it. Let's get low. It can't use its moves. The moves that for it, yeah. It can use Struggle. Yeah.
Perfectly correct, Master D. Perhaps you know this from first-hand experience.
A long time ago, maybe.
When a Pokemon runs out of PP, it can no longer use its moves.
I'm going to always stress PP.
However, each move has its own store of PP, so it can mitigate PP loss by using a variety of moves rather than just one repeatedly. If a move loses all PP for all of its moves, it will only be able to use Struggle, an action that also damages the Pokemon that uses it. In order to avoid this predicament, PP can be restored at Pokemon centers along with HP. Items such as ethers and max ethers can also be used to restore PP. Be careful not to confuse potions with ethers in the heat of battle. However, ethers are not sold at shops, so you should use them judiciously if you find them. The stronger the move, the lower its maximum PP. Do not waste uses of these moves unless you wish to quickly run out of PP. It is important to find balance in a Pokemon set of moves. As you can see, HP isn't the only thing you must use to keep an eye on while adventuring with Pokemon. I hope that you will all take care to ensure that your partner Pokemon can perform at their best as you each engage in the treasure hunt. Our time together has come to an end for today. Our next meeting will be an examination day. Be sure to review well in preparation.
I really barely remember anything before this, so hopefully it won't be too bad. I'm guessing I'll pass either way, because I've been getting pretty lucky with these. Here we go.
The time has come to test how well you have all learned here in my class. Let's begin before the information simmering in your brains from a last-minute cram session fades.
Which is not an effect of a picnic meal. HP restoration is, curing poison is, gaining meal powers is, increasing speed. I think. Which of the following affects kinds of meal powers received from a particular meal? Which of the following affects kinds of meal powers? Fillings and condiments, I assume so. I think that's it, yeah. Which of the following of these berries can restore Pokemon's HP? Orin. Leandro wanted to use his Pokemon to decide on its own whether to use its item in battle, so he gave it an Orin berry. This will work as he hopes. When his Pokemon will to decide on its own when to use its item in battle. So that's true. Yeah, it decides for when it's lower on health, it'll use it. If a move runs out of PP, it can no longer be used. If a Pokemon runs out of PP for all its moves, it can only sit there in frustration. No. I think I got them all right.
The time for answering questions has come to an end. Please stop writing. I hope you were able to give the examination everything you had. Please remember to ask for your scores at the front desk before leaving for the day.
I just like to imagine he's this big gruff-sounding guy when he's really just a sweetheart. Anyway. Results. Yep, 5 out of 5. Okay, cool. I'm glad it wasn't anything too hard. I guess the beginning it was very easy, basic stuff then, I guess. All right. Anyway, next class.
Put away your phones. It's time to begin class. Though some of you had to retake the midterm exam multiple times, I'm glad to say that the majority of the class passed without issue. I feel honored to see that the knowledge and skills indispensable for daily life have taken root in all of you. I trust that you will all work just as hard on your life skills in the second half of our course as well. Let us now turn our attention to the topic of the day, which was inspired by a question I received on the subject of meal powers. The student who asked this question is a young man who enjoys the culinary arts.
Arven?
He tells me that he regularly researches culinary techniques on his own and pays careful attention to the ingredients he uses. He also spends day and night in studying all aspects of the culinary arts. Yet despite this, he is baffled by his inability to increase the effectiveness of his meal powers. So tell me, Master Hadid, since you did quite well on your midterm exam,
Oh.
what should Arven, this young man, do to increase the effectiveness of his meal powers?
Move food more often? You should make move food with other people? Arven? You know what? I'm going to do the sarcastic answer. Ah!
I cannot disclose the identity of this certain male student who enjoys the culinary arts. It may very well be Arven, but it may not be. To increase the effectiveness of meal powers, your sandwiches must be filled with many different ingredients. For a single person, this may prove difficult, but if you prepare a sandwich with others, you'll be able to handle a larger serving of bread.
Yeah, this is better than actually answering the question. Honestly, I wouldn't have known.
With a larger base to start with, it becomes quite simple to add more ingredients to your sandwich, which in turn makes it possible to receive meal powers of increased effectiveness. This applies more broadly as well. When dealing with a difficult issue, working with others to solve that issue may be the best course of action. I'm sure that Arven will likewise work with friends to craft his sandwiches in the future.
Way to accidentally out him.
The identity of the male student is not a matter of privacy. I should ask that you not pry too deeply. Our time together has come to an end for today. I bid you all farewell.
It'd be funny if actually Arven actually turned around rather than just give it an exclamation mark. He'd be like, "Did." All right. And that's what he always says, so.
While out performing fieldwork with one of your Pokemon walking alongside you, have you ever noticed?
Ooh. I'm sorry, I think the voice is killing me a little bit.
Have you ever noticed the changes in its coloration? Now, I don't mean that it suddenly becomes a shiny Pokemon or any nonsense like that. I mean, speaking of it becoming filthy. Pokemon battle. They get hurt by moves that get used against them. They get battered by wind and rain. They get covered in sand and mud. They get, in a word, filthy. I have seen many a trainer walking about with their adorable little Pokemon without addressing the issue. It is deplorable.
I actually just discovered that because I was looking at meal powers and I saw that that's an option.
Let me ask this question of someone who I am sure would not tolerate such shameful conduct.
Oh, God.
Ah, yes, Master Hadid. What would you do if your Pokemon was dirty?
Pat it on the head. That'll make everything happen. Clean it up.
Perfectly correct. I knew I could count on you to provide me such an answer. When your Pokemon are dirty, clean them. This is, of course, simply common sense. When you're having a picnic, you can approach a Pokemon on your team and perform a variety of actions. One such action is putting them through what I call the Pokemon Wash. In other words, you're able to clean them up. You start by getting your sponge lathered up with soapy bubbles as you gently and carefully scrub your Pokemon. Once your Pokemon is nice and covered in soapy bubbles, the bubbles will encapsulate the filth, then you simply wash it away with a spray of water. This will get your Pokemon clean and shining, bright as a Tera jewel.
I'll be honest, I never noticed that they get dirty, but okay.
It's also quite a bit of work, but this will also restore HP and cure status conditions.
Oh.
However, some Pokemon have parts of their bodies they don't want scrubbed, or that they would rather not get wet. Be sure to keep this in mind when cleaning your Pokemon. Now, the most important point I'd like to must mention is that some Pokemon like to be dirty. Though I will contradict myself by saying this, please remember that by cleaning your Pokemon is not always the kind thing to do. Our time together has come to an end for today. I bid you all farewell.
I imagine that's true for like Garbodor, Trubbish, Muck. Those are probably the ones that don't want to be cleaned. Last class time.
Home economics is the study of life's necessities. But looking back on our time together, I realize that it focuses almost entirely on food. I hope it's not too late to shift to a discussion of clothing, another necessity in our last class. As I'm sure you're aware, our academy has an air of freedom about it. We provide uniforms for each season to accommodate the diverse climate of Paldea.
I'm in a tracksuit right now.
However, students are free to wear whichever style they wish whenever they please. You should all have received 4 sets of tops and bottoms, one for spring, summer, fall, and winter, when the Academy accepted you. If by chance you are not aware of this, you may wish to peruse your wardrobe. As long as you wear our school uniform, the rest of your ensemble does not need to be school issued. This includes your bag or hat, if you wish to wear one. You're even free to style your hair however you wish. Mr. Salvatore Torre's hairstyle, for example, would almost certainly have been against school rules when I was a boy. That reminds me. There's one more thing I think you all like to decorate, which I must say I find quite charming.
Our Rotom phones?
Perfectly correct. That's the adorable little thing I was speaking of. Oh, it interests me so.
Yeah, I did that early.
I must admit, I'm fascinated by Rotom phones and how to customize them. What's that? How very intriguing. There's a shop called Delibird Presents where you can purchase cases for your Rotom phones.
Well, I got special ones, but oh, whatever.
I thank you for that little bit of useful information. I shall have to get myself to go myself first thing tomorrow to get an adorable case of my own liking.
Hey, he's awesome.
Forgive me, I seem to have gotten a little carried away with this small talk. And as this class known as Home Economics nears its end, I offer these final words to you who have been honing everyday life skills with me. My field of study is not so decisive as the likes of mathematics, for instance, where test scores might play a part in deciding your future. However, as you go to cook for yourselves, to take care of your Pokemon, to decide what to wear in the morning when you awaken, I would be honored if what I have taught you serves to smoothen out and enrich your lives, even if only a little. This has been my TED Talk. No, this sentiment was imparted to me by Mr. Hassel and his particular outlook on such matters. I thank all from the bottom of my heart for seeing this class through to the end. Our time together has come to a close for today. Prepare to do your best on our final exam.
All right. And then I could stop doing that voice because it is killing my throat, and I probably should not have done that, but it was I wanted to go gruff. Here we go.
The time has come to test how well you all have learned in my class. Let's begin with the information simmering on your...
Yeah, that's what he said last time. Okay. Which of the following meal powers makes it easier to come across shining? I would assume sparkling. Which of the following is not an effect of egg power? It makes eggs hatch faster. It helps hatch strong Pokemon. That is incorrect, and it makes it easier to find. So, it helps. It is wrong. What is a simple yet important tactic for increasing the effectiveness of meal powers? Make food with others. What is the correct action to take when your adorable Pokemon becomes dirty? Pokemon Dash, obviously. No, Pokemon Wish! This is a question about Academy rules. Should you change your uniform and tops and bottoms to properly match each season? It doesn't matter.
Time for answering is blah, blah, blah. I said this before. I made the questions a little easier than I planned to, as a way of saying thank you for informing me about Rotom phone cases. I trust that you all gave this exam everything you had, so you will not have to retake it. Please remember to ask for your scores at the front desk before leaving for the day.
Sorry, I think my mic got messed up towards the during that part of the recording. I had to step out to grab some water, and so yeah, whenever the mic quality dropped for a moment, that's probably why. All right, how'd we do? 5 out of 5? Yeah. Okay. And that's it for Mr. Saguaro. Well, now I have after class stuff to talk to him. Oh, I have this for you from Dr. Clavel for completing all my classes. Now you can focus on your efforts on this year's treasure hunt. Be careful out there. Nice. All right, let's talk to Mr. Saguaro and hurt my throat just only a little longer.
Welcome to the Home Economics classroom. I consider this to be my very own castle of sorts. Master Hadid from Class 1A. Rumors of your activities have always seemed to be bombarding me from all sides.
My activities?
Indeed, people from all over have been talking about how strong of a battler you are, and the amazing Pokemon you take along with you. You are quite the object of everyone's interest, though I imagine that may be a bother for you. The Home Economics classroom is something of a place of rest for the Academy students, you see. Here, they delight in sharing the latest gossip and the like while enjoying a light snack. You come up quite often in those talks recently, Master Deed, so much so that I find myself intrigued. If it is not a burden for you, I would very much enjoy having you come see me again sometime.
All right. You got to teach me new recipes? That'd be neat. I mean, I don't know if I'll actually use them, but I haven't been using them at all.
Please feel free to relax and unwind if you wish. No need to concern yourself with me.
Awesome. All right, we're in the cafeteria now. What does he have to say?
Hello, Master Hadid of Class 1A. It has been some time since we last met. Like a whole 5 minutes.
The lady behind us smiling like that is kind of creepy. Oh my god. Just like, I can't wait till you go away. Anyway,
Are you here to eat as well?
I kind of just wandered in.
Drawn by the irresistible aromas, I imagine. I myself am here to survey the student cafeteria, let's say. I am observing the nutritional content of the food that our students partake on a regular basis. One item on the menu here that I am particularly interested in is the peanut butter sandwich. It is sweet and delicious. Yes, perhaps I will order one now.
Oh, look, it's Mr. Saguaro. He's so fashionable and cool.
Oh, that's the students.
I guess the teachers come to the cafeteria too, huh? Do you think you'll have an egg sandwich? No way. If he gets anything here, it'll definitely be something spicy like 5-alarm sandwich. Oh, he's so cool. He'll definitely get that wild and spicy 5-alarm sandwich.
Could I have a 5-alarm sandwich? I do enjoy the thrill of spicy food.
No, have a peanut butter sandwich.
Yes. You suggest I have the peanut butter sandwich, Master Hadid? I suppose I shall have to try one, if you insist.
I saved him. Good. Yeah, peer pressure is so stupid.
That was close. I almost forced myself to order something spicy. My least favorite of the flavors. I thank you for restraining me, Master Hadid. It seems that the students tend to view me as fashionable and cool, or even, dare I say it, exuding some sort of brooding strength.
You really do. He really does have that gruff exterior that looks like badass and all.
I have a habit of acting in such a way so as not to destroy their image of me. I showed my true colors to you just now without thinking. Please keep this as a secret between us.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, I feel like this is some interaction that you should have with people your own age rather than adults. But you know what? I know it's Pokemon, so it doesn't feel as nefarious. All right, we should have went to. They told us to go to the staff room, and missed time. Hold on.
Oh, President Hadid, I'm glad that you seem to be doing well. How are the treasures of ruins faring? If you ever find them too much to handle, I will gladly take them off your hands.
Okay, I just figured I'd. Oh, hey.
Bomb has never been better. How's that Meowth entrusted to your care? Doing superbly, I hope.
Oh yeah, in the box. All right. Anyway, I figured they're here. I may as well do that.
Master Hadid. There is something I would very much like to ask for your help with.
What is it?
Well, you see, I do not want anyone to overhear this, but I hear rumors of an incredibly sweet condiment that exists somewhere in the Paldea region. I absolutely must experience that ambrosial sweetness for myself. You're the only one who knows my insatiable sweet tooth. Thus, I have no one else I can turn to for help in this manner. I cannot go looking for this condiment myself, lest I destroy the image students have of me. I repay you for my troubles, of course. Give it some time. Give it some thought if this piques your interest. In the meantime, I will gather what information I can about this incredibly sweet condiment.
Is it one of the ones that me and Arven found?
I will share what I find with you as soon as I have more detailed information.
All right. Well, let's talk with him. Okay, back to the home ec room. Let's see what information you can give us, and maybe I can go buy it or find it.
Master, about that matter of which I need your help. I have discovered the name of the incredibly sweet condiment. It's called Sweet Herba Mystica.
Oh, hey. We might have found that.
If you should find it during the course of your treasure hunt, I would be grateful if you would share some with me.
Do I have some? Or do I need to go find Arven? Let me see.
Master Deed, have you anything to report about the Sweet Herba Mystica?
Oh, I didn't even know I had some. Okay. You don't have any sweet herb. All right, I guess I'll go maybe back to where we fought the Oh, maybe that's why I can refight some of these the Titans. Okay, maybe I'll go do that. And if it's a big epic battle, I'll show it. For now. Okay, I had to look up online, and it turns out that no, we don't get those from Arven stuff. We only can get them from raid battles, which I can only get from 5-star, which aren't going to be showing up for a while. So, yeah, or 6, sorry, or higher. So, I have one more staff member to talk to, and that's the nurse.
Hey there, come on in. Everyone's welcome in the nurse's office. I have this voice now for no reason. What brings you here today? I don't see anything super wrong with you or your Pokemon. Wait, this is your first time here, isn't it?
Yes. Other than the couple other talking times.
Oh, so I guess you transferred in recently. You must be Hadi, right? Arven's been talking about you.
That's scary.
I heard all kinds of rumors. Apparently you fell off a cliff right after enrolling in the academy? And even picked a fight with Team Star? Oh yeah, you started your treasure hunt thing, right? Come, tell me anything super interesting you'll find out there in your adventures. I'm kind of just bored just sitting here all day, you know? I don't have any classes to teach, and students only come here to skip class.
Oh.
So yeah, drop by if you can. Deal? Deal.
Okay. Do I just keep talking to her here? I mean, why not? Oh, cool.
Hey there, come on in. Everyone's welcome in the nurse's office. Hadid, have you toughened up a bit?
Yes.
Oh, so you know your tough stuff, huh? But seriously, you look a bit different. I bet it's all because of all the crazy experiences you're having on your treasure hunt.
Honestly, probably. There's a lot of shit that he was going through.
You need to tell me about all you've been up to.
And then? So, how far will it tell her? Or is this going to be... yeah, it's going to be just generic.
Wow, that's super cool. I'm sure I'm jealous of you kids. You get to try out new things every single day. Me, on the other hand, I actually wanted to become a teacher. I'm just the school nurse, you know? I can't teach classes or anything like that. I couldn't pass the certification exam to become an actual health teacher.
That's odd. I would think it'd be harder to be a nurse than to be a teacher.
I took it so many times, but no luck. So here I am, stuck forever in the nurse's office.
You know, unless it's maybe something like, oh, maybe they didn't think she can control the classroom, but she can control medicine or something. I don't know.
Oh, sorry. I guess this isn't a very fun thing to talk about. But you're just such a good listener. I find myself telling you all kinds of stuff. I'm glad you're a silent protagonist like that. I hope you'll still come to see me even if I talk your ear off like this.
That's okay. All right. Well, you know what? And she's an easy talk to, so why not?
Are you tired? Why not lie down and have a quick rest?
Oh, is that all the ones I could talk to her about? Let's find out. She's at the front entrance hall.
Oh, hey, Hadid. Sorry, were you looking for me? I've been away from the nurse's office lately. Do you need something from me?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, Pokemon hurt just a sec.
Maybe a little bit.
There you go, a little first aid. You must really be having an adventure out there, judging by those scrapes and cuts.
Okay.
Huh? Oh, yeah. I guess it's pretty unusual for me to be out of the nurse's office like this. Well, I'm actually doing a little bit of studying. Thought I'd try my best at the health teacher certification exam one more time. You can do it. Just so you know, it's totally not because I am inspired by a certain somebody working hard at the treasure hunt, okay? Well, maybe I am just a little bit. So, you know, thanks. Yeah.
She's got really beautiful eyes there.
Uh-oh, my break time's almost over.
Bring the books over into your office or something.
I know you've been cheering me on, Hadid.
Awesome. I'm hoping that by the end of this, she'll be either like, maybe she'll get like, become one or something like that, even though it's cheesy. Back in the nurse's office.
Hey there, come on in, everyone's welcome. Yeah. Oh, Hadid, I'm glad you're here. I have some good news. You're not going to believe this, but I passed the health teacher certification exam.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I saw you pushing yourself real hard with your treasure hunt, and that really inspired me. Of course, most of the credit for my success goes to my own hard work, though.
Of course.
Thank you for giving me the push I needed to try again, Hadid.
Max revives. Oh, okay.
But they tell me that there's no room to add new classes this year. So I guess I'll keep being Nurse Miriam for a bit. Just you wait, though. I'll be standing in front of the class this academy before you know it. Then I'll teach you all you need to know about health. I bet I'll make a great teacher. I can't wait to see you in my class.
Formed a close bond with Nurse Miriam. Awesome. And I think that's everybody now. I'll take a quick look around. I mean, unfortunately, the Herba Mystica is going to have to wait until I do other things and whatever. I am planning to do any post-game battles, too, so look forward to that. But, all right, let's see what we have to go first. All right, it's time. We're going to go in here. I know there's not much time left in the episode normally, but I want to start this. Hey, over here! Here we go. He already told me who we're bringing anyway. I imagine it's both of them.
This is the Zero Gate. It was made so researchers could try to observe the inside of the great crater of Paldea, what folks call Area Zero. It's our ticket down into the crater. Oh, and speaking of the crater, you know that Pokemon of yours? The one that I gave you? Area Zero is apparently where Miraidon was born, or something like that. Maybe you'll be happy that it can finally come back home. Not that I really care or anything. Anyway, our two new teammates should be waiting for us inside the Zero Gate. Guess we should head in.
Awesome. The way home. Ooh. I love that. That's a fun one. I may have gotten mildly spoiled for how some of the story goes, only because I heard people saying things back in the background casually. So some things I might figure out a little sooner than I probably should. The only thing I'm not going to even give hints of what I was told, though, so I'm just going to take it as it comes. Anytime I heard someone about to say something about something, I just immediately just tried to block it out. So, and by someone, I mean people that were talking both in person, but also on YouTube. Anyway.
Whoa, kind of dark in here.
Yes! I figured as much, but yeah.
Hola, Hadid. Arven said that there'll be tons of strong Pokemon, so here I am. Once she heard she'd get to battle awesome Pokemon, she was here in a second. You're an annoying little pest at the academy, but I guess you could come in handy for this. Spoken like a guy who wants to get beaten in a battle. But more importantly, why is it so dark? And where are the awesome Pokemon? Yeah, it is weird that the lights are off. The last time I was here, the electricity was up and running, but now...
Penny.
Well, now the lights are on.
But why?
I turned them on.
Awesome.
Seems like they were on power saving mode.
I love that those two, all three of them are here. I actually did grow closer to them over the course of this, so I kind of like it.
I hacked into system controls and overrode the settings. Oh, it's you, the kid with the fluffy Eevee bag. I guess? My name's Penny. Well, hey, we never got to actually talk. I'm Nemona. I'm in Class 1A. You must be some kind of tech whiz. Do you like Pokemon battling too?
She's getting nervous.
You talk like way too much.
The director introduced us. When you need someone good with tech, she's a no-brainer. Anyway, Penny here also agreed in a second when she heard it was to help Hadid.
I'm not really the adventuring type, but I owe you, Hadid, and I pay my debts.
She's surprisingly old-fashioned like that. And of course, everyone knows me, Arven. My loves include my boss tiff and cooking and...
Biometric identification in progress.
Hello, Hadid. I have been expecting you. And it seems you have gathered a group of formidable allies as well. Sorry, who are you?
That's my dad. Probably.
What? That's Professor Toro? Nemona. Student ID number 805C001.
It looks like 805 cool.
And Penny. Student ID 803B121.
I don't see a fun joke in that one.
I thank you for coming.
Of course, Professor. Oh my gosh, it's such an honor to meet you in person. I mean, maybe not in person exactly.
Arven, did you tell your dad about us?
When would I have done that?
To begin with, I'd like to ask you all to make your way down into the great crater of Paldea. You can reach the lower chamber using the elevator you can see to your right.
Dad?
Please proceed below.
That's ominous.
Dot, 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 dot.
Are they not on good terms? Must not be. I wonder if the professor's any good at Pokemon battling.
Guess we'd better proceed below as requested.
Whoa, what the? Why did I just stylely go? I just went over to Saguaro and then just like, style. What the fuck? What is that?
Tera used to be really famous. Everyone knew who he was. But he hasn't been in the media in, like, ages.
So why am I randomly styling? Am I just crashing in? I'm just seeing if I could replicate that. Okay, fine. All right, well, we all saw it at least. Let's move on. Awkward elevator time, right? Oh, they're not even going to show it. I was hoping to make some jokes about it. Like, who farted in the elevator? Oh, it's still in cutscene mode. I actually like this party.
Biometric identification in progress. Identities confirmed.
I guess he put this program to his voice or something, maybe.
Access granted to the lower level.
You're there, he's narrating.
Oh, it actually opened for us automatically.
Not quite. Looks to me like someone's controlling this thing remotely.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Once you step through, you will be above Area 0. Hadid, have you brought Miraiden with you?
Yes.
I thank you for bringing it with you on your many adventures. If you utilize Miraiden's gliding capabilities,
Excuse me. Sorry, his voice is a little getting to me a little bit too.
you should be able to descend into the depths to reach Area 0.
Ooh.
Why? Isn't there, like, an elevator or something? And wait, did you say Miraiden can fly?
Glide. It's sorry.
When you reach the bottom, I will get in touch with you once again. I hope your trip is uneventful.
Railroading people into stuff just like always. He's a terrible DM.
I can't wait to see what Pokemon live down in Area 0. Let's go. Jeez. Girl, is she, like, incapable of fear or what?
That's true.
I guess we'd better go too.
Honestly, if this was a D&D party, you kind of have, like, Nemona as the barbarian, because she's just going right in. You have, like, I guess you have Penny being your wizard or type, sort of your tech whiz, but wizard there. You kind of have your medic type of healer or whatever from Arven. And then I guess you could be whatever you want to be, but I guess you're kind of like you're kind of the well-rounded one, but so I guess maybe, not a bard, but maybe like a warrior, spell warrior maybe or something. But definitely, it's definitely a kind of a cool adventuring party. I like this. You can't ride Miraiden here. Oh, okay. Can I talk to each one of them?
I can't see anything but clouds. How far do you think it goes?
Can I talk to each one of them? I'm going to talk to Nemona next.
Whoa! Look at it! This is even higher up than looking down from the top of a lighthouse.
Oh, I went to the top of the mountain, dude. So, yeah. I also tried gliding in here. It just spewed me out.
Hadid, ready for the worst?
Yes.
Good. That's all we needed to hear. Get out that Pokemon of yours and we'll be off.
I hope it doesn't force me to use him in battle. That's the only thing. I don't mind him as a helper. Oh, cutscene. I'm going to need to be on my A game. Yeah. I have to speak immediately. Yeah. Ooh.
What's the matter with it?
Scared of heights. That's what I'd say.
Well, no wonder. But no need to be scared if we go together.
I like this.
How does that logic work?
Get on.
It's not like they're gonna leave without me.
I do like this, though. This is a cool thing. Yeah!
Oh god, that's terrifying. Jeez, Arven, the arm strength. Okay, that is a cool cutscene. Oh my god, I love that. Seeing all of them together like that, that is so cool. I actually got goosebumps because I love that type of adventuring feeling. Even if it's corny as hell, there are things about Pokemon that I really love, and sometimes to get things right, level curve withstanding here. That is my biggest complaint so far. It's kind of eerie, and I kind of like that. See, when we tried doing this alone, it would just spat us out. Awesome. I hope we get to battle together a couple times too.
And now I'm back here again.
I think I might have died once or twice there.
Yeah. Oh, I guess he feels the same way. What's wrong? I guess he's scared of here.
Yes.
You went back into the ball.
It chose to go back into its ball?
It probably is just hungry or something.
Or scared.
Dot. Wait a second. Where's the student council girl?
You know she's already jumping in.
What? She's gone. You don't think she... Everyone, you will have to see this. Area 0 is amazing.
Yeah, definitely the barbarian here.
Come on already. Well, I guess your ability would be own tempo, huh? Biometric identification in progress. 4 humans identified. Condition satisfactory. Vital signs all within normal range. It appears you were able to make the descent without being harmed.
Yeah, smooth sailing. Who could have possibly complained about a landing like that?
That is good.
Oh my god. Dude.
I had concerns you might fail, given the crudeness of the only available access method. I think your Tat's sarcasm detector needs fixing. Oh, you were worried about us. That's so sweet. You should now make your way to me at the Zero Lab in the deepest part of Area 0. However, the entrance to the lab is barred by 4 locks installed on the exterior, which I cannot unlock. 4 locks? On your way to me, you must visit 4 research stations that were constructed inside the crater.
Okay.
At each station, you will be able to disable one of the locks. Do so as you make your way down.
Make your way downtown. Well, couldn't Penny just hack it?
I hope you succeed. Yes, let's disable the 4 locks and get into that lab. Sounds kind of video gamey when you say it out loud, huh? Come on, time to find our way to the deepest part of Area 0.
So, how is this going to work? Are we going to get any free roaming parts? Or okay, they disappear, like, they disappear or something in the background. Okay, I'm moving. Oh, they follow me? Oh, they're like Pokemon. They follow me? Oh, that's so funny. Well, let's take a look around. Can I... You can't ride Maride in here. Okay, so we can't go jumping up on things. All right, max potion. I want to show a little bit of... Oh, shit. The music finally picked up. Damn. They're doing a great job with this. All right, well, we'll look around. I'm going to try getting into a battle just to see if... Whoa, are you... You're Corviknight. Okay, you're only level 54. Do only I battle them, I guess? Right now, I don't think we need to fight them. I just want to make sure we're not missing any cool items or something. But this seems straightforward if I'm going to be walking. I'm going to guess my Rotom phone thing can't save me, so it's a bad idea to just run off. Plus, I don't want to skip anything, so I can't get back up. We have a Venomoth.
So this is the inside of Great Crater. Feels different from seeing it in our textbooks. It's so intense. Normally, we'd never be able to get in here to see it for ourselves. Huh? Wait, where did my right thing go?
It seems it got spooked by something. It's hiding in its ball.
In serio? That's not good. Can we even get back up to the surface without it?
Oh, should be all right. Last time I was here, I caught a flying taxi out of the crater. They always come through if you're a real sob story.
Why didn't you call the professor if he's down here? Don't you get along or something?
None of your business, pipsqueak.
Geez, no need to bite my hand off. What are you getting all huffy for anyway? Okay, come on, you two. This is an adventure. Let's have a good time.
Okay, sorry. I wanted to get through that quickly. Floetza is following me. We have a Raichu. Map is not showing me anything. Well, we're going to look around then. Ooh, there's a TM. I plan to get into one battle just to see how it goes, though. It's just Leaf Storm. I don't care. You know what? I'll go do Grapharig. Yeah, because I haven't caught it. Do they show up? Besides, we get a chance for the battle music, too. Okay, it's just me that goes into the battle. All right, well, let's throw a quick ball at it. Hope for the best. I feel like they lowered the capture rate on those or something, because I have not been having good luck with it when I was doing it with other places, I should say. All right, well, if it goes down, it goes down. Yeah. All right, well, we did one attack. Anyway, I won't be doing any more fights, or not intentionally anyway, and I'll not show them off. So, yeah. All right. Let's see. There was another path that way, too. I'm going to look up this way first. Naughty Mint. Huh. It's a naughty. I really love that they're following me around. That is so freaking cool. And yeah, this is exploration I want to show off. Oh wait, am I gonna get stuck for a moment and told I can't go forward or something? Oh shit! Hang on. Okay, I ran out of that battle. Citrus berry. How far forward can we go? I'd love it if they started battling too or something. I may just take my Pokemon out. Can you just pick that up? Hydro Pump. Thank you. Ooh, we found another one. May as well pick up everything we can. Pataya. Oh, there's a lot in here. Okay, but there's no forward here, so I'm going to go collect these off screen. One moment. Okay, there's a lot of berries in there, and we picked them all up. All right. I love the little crystal-looking thing here. Was that everything we can do up here, or was this the correct way to go? Braviary. Oh, thank you. Can we just sneak by here? Especially since we don't have the abilities of Miraidon right in here. Alright, looks like we're going to have to go back. But it was a little nice side tangent, so I'll go ahead and cut to when we get back. Okay, we're back to where we were when we made the decision to go up. I'm glad I didn't go running back before, because now we can keep going. I figured going up was a sidetrack, but I'm glad my gut instinct said right. I heard something about distortion Pokemon here, and I think that's where, like, that one Pokemon, the Donphan that we encountered might be. Oh, can you guys... Oh, he can't go under the water? Paul? Okay. Ooh, deep water. Oh. You needed a floaty for this shallow water? Alright, hang on. Once I'm out of here, I'll show it. It wasn't much longer, but that was getting annoying. Let's look around, though. It's not that I'm looking for every single item, but I want to make sure I get some items. Thank you. Hi, how are you doing? Okay. Also, having my Pokemon out will let me gather items, and maybe I'll get a mark or something like that, like one of the things told me about. Okay, I'm not seeing anything around. It is so bright, too, and vibrant.
So, Penny, how'd you wind up friends with the deed anyway? Huh? Well, I guess he really just came through for you when I needed him. Everything was going off the rails. School was a mess, and he was a big help in getting all that sorted out. Good, so he helped you do while you were tackling all the gyms. That's awesome. What about you then, Nemona? Eddie and I are classmates, neighbors back home, too. Plus, I said he should aim to be 100, and so he did. So I've got a champion, bud. Wait, what? That's wild.
Well, then right there, you two. Oh, God. So you think you've got cool friendship origin stories with Hadid? Then nothing compared to with me and him went through. Our friendship's on another level.
Nobody asked you. Stop trying to flex on us.
I guess we're all buds with Hadid.
Sorry, we're all bad doing the AD club.
Oh, my gosh. They go too fast. And also, we were getting chased, so I was, like, trying to stay away from them while also getting the talks. I like it when your friends combine type of situation here. Shiny stone, yay. There's a wild Chansey going around. Hawlucha. Lycanroc. Honestly, this is kind of peaceful and nice. And this is definitely why I'm showing everything, because of the talking that they're going to be doing. Duskstone. Alright, what old TM it will be? Flare Blitz, we have it, yeah. I mean, it's nice that they're giving us a bunch of more options just in case, anyway. Ganlonberry. Citrus. Yeah, pick up some more berries, why not? Is that a Frig? No, that's Graffrig. Okay, that's Friggerig or whatever the hell. The other form of it. I don't know if that's an alternate dimension Pokemon or not, or if it's just a region variant considered. Or maybe both. When Pokemon Go releases some of these guys, I'm sure they're going to be mystical and mythical that we can only get one of or something, though. Probably a Miraidon would be, anyway. Oh, that's a big bird up ahead. Full restore. I hope we have a giant raid battle, though, with all four of us. Oh, Venomoth, no. We don't want you. And also, stop following me, Corviknight. Ugh. I'm just going to hide behind here. All right. I'm not sure if... Oh, there's one of the research stations. Okay, we skipped it. I wasn't sure if I was going the right way or not, because I felt like I was circling back. Oh, here we go.
Oh, I bet that's what we're looking for. That must be one of the buildings the professor was talking about.
Oh, yeah? What were they called? Radish rations?
Research stations.
Well, I was close.
Wow, you have such a great memory, Penny. What's great is my common sense compared to you lot, apparently. Shreem.
Yeah, what the heck is that?
That's a Pokemon Leprimera uses. I didn't know that species could be found in the Great Crater. Come on, Hadid, let's take it on together.
Neat.
Yelima.
It's poison rock, I think? All right. Do we really need 2 people for this? Level 62? Nah, we got this. Any of these are effective. I'll go ahead and just do my grass move here. Oh, well, the extra hit will be appreciated. Toxic debris, right. I probably couldn't catch it right now anyway. Oh. You want to learn swagger? Now? No. You had confused, right? That's better.
Are there going to be a lot more of these rare Pokemon down here, you think?
You'd think that was something? Please. You've got no idea how terrifying Area Zero really is.
Well, patronizing much?
Easy.
Easy, you two. Let's just head inside the research station.
We're going to cutscene in there? Oh. Okay, it wanted to move me forward. And we got Glimmet Crystal. Well, first things first. We want that. It's just an ice Terra shard. Sorry, I don't think Terra forming into ice is going to be very useful for any of them. Ice doesn't have really a lot of defensive qualities. I mean, I guess... No, it doesn't even, like, resist water, so it's like, yeah. All right. Oh, shit! Hang on. Stupid Girafarig. Potato, you did this. Because you're playing Minecraft. Anyway. Let's see.
Wow, are these ancient ruins? They look far too recent for that. It appears you'll reach your first research station without incident.
Mostly.
This facility was constructed 87 years ago as a way station for those surveying Area Zero. So that's why there's a bed. Looks like we can use this place to rest up if we need to. Indeed, if you'll be so kind as to disable the first lock on the lab using that central panel.
Well, I'm going to talk to everyone first.
I wanted to check out the other rooms, but the doors are busted, so yeah, this is going great. Looks like you could get a decent rest on the bed if you and your team get tired, although it looks kinda mildewy.
I wonder if my dad ever worked here.
Anything of note? The door seems broken. It won't work. Want to lie down for a rest? We're good. Thanks to my prototype Terra Orb, I secured corporate funding for my research and made a laboratory in the lighthouse near Cabo Poco. Someday, though, I'll return to the crater and resume my study of these crystals. We've determined that this energy crystallization is linked to the being we call the interlocking hexagonal plates that comprise shell must somehow cause this phenomenon, which I've dubbed terastallizing. All right. Do you want to press the button? No. Okay, fine. I was hoping for a funny thing. You heard the professor. You heard the professor. Better press it. Lock disabled. 3 of 4 locks still active. Well done. Please continue your efforts at the remaining research stations. Anything else to say? No. You had something look like you had to say. No. Also, I thought I saw... What is that? Where would you like to go? Oh! It's a warp around here. That's futuristic. But, let's see. I think this is a good point to stop, though. I wanted to go a little harder onto this because, well, this is new and exciting to me. So, yeah, I'm glad we did that. But next time, we will go ahead and go further into the crater, possibly finishing things up. Hopefully, maybe. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little extra, especially after all the classes. And see you next time. Bye-bye.